Hey, it's H here, and on today's video we're checking out XMR or MONERO. This chart is from Kraken, as it had the most price data and the all-time low around 22 cents over here at 2015 January. All-time high we accomplished around 526 around there, and that was happening last May 2021. Now, basic technical analysis or classic technical analysis, let's check that out before we dive into the Elliott Wave counts I got prepared for you today. Currently looks like we have gotten some kind of climbing higher here on the chart. We got bearish divergence on the RSI, also on MACD, and MACD is giving us some kind of a sell signal here. On histogram we can see that the histogram is coming down and most likely going to the red area below zero, creating sell pressure on the price action itself. Now on the chart itself we had a weekly level that we tested and failed, now coming down a bit. Now this area here, that is a daily. We got that area from here and seeing if that can hold us as resistance. Looks like we came close to it but haven't really tested the daily itself. We tested the peak of this current a couple of days back candle, and we tested that and managed to get up again, but currently we are looking like we're diving down back again. Major level of support looks like to be around here at $212. It has been acting as resistance for a long time here, and if we are again breaking that downwards, it is most likely being a resistance trying to go up again at some point. Other resistances is this daily up here. After that, most likely we're going to look for a bearish order block here. That would be some kind of resistance level, and that would be around the area starting from here, $260. On volume profile we look like that we are, let's actually zoom out a bit, take into consideration all the price action. So let's take out the horizontal levels. Currently we're between two peaks, some resistance coming in at 270 or 260, and just below us where we had that consolidation area around 218. Moving averages, unlike some other altcoins, shows that we're above all of them, which is pretty bullish, or at least on the short term. However, we had that bearish divergence happening at the moment, so keep that in mind. Now let's dive into the Elliott Wave structures that I'm going to show you. If you don't know what that is, it is a theory based on Ralph Nelson Elliott's ideas that the market move in with wave structures, and if you want to learn more about those basics, there's a playlist on my channel that you can take a look at. But now let's dive into that. So what I'm basing off this whole count is off of these corrections. I see major corrections that I'm basing my counts on. So this one here is 95%, coming from the highs of 2017 December to the lows of March 2020, and that took out 95% of the whole price. There's been some other bumps here like 70% and 64% that are major ones that are based or helping us to identify what kind of wave structures we're dealing with. Now I got this cycle 1 here at the 2017 highs and the low possibly here at the March 2020 lows. How we go up here into the wave 1 of cycle is I placed this leading diagonal into primary 1, 2. The primary 2 is super shallow. We could have another wave structure here saying that this is primary 1, 2 and could fit a perfectly countable or labelable count here as well. So there's many ways to count this, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's not really important on the grand scale. Yeah, let's move on. The next part of the chart is this one, where we are correcting down towards the cycle 2. Looks like I got this degrees a bit wrong, but this is the W wave, X into Y, and nothing really weird about this count, to be honest. It is really 3 wave-ish, usually telling us about the correction. Let's actually, before we move on, let's check out the volume profile, as it is most likely important. Here we see a huge climb into the third of primary, which is expected. Then correcting downwards, we have bearish divergence between these two peaks and bringing us the volatility and volume down. Down here we see a massive spike into the lows, most likely creating and telling us that this is the end of a correction. On daily candles, that entails the same thing. Just at the lows we get this massive spike in volume, and that is most of the times, and again here we had a support level down here. As people got liquidated here with the stop losses, we got wigged down again, creating a lot of volume. From there on, we did this scoop maneuver on this volume, entailing that this is indeed some kind of bullish, impulsive structure, and this again corrective as the volume is coming down. Now let's jump into the action that we got into the volume profile, what the volume profile showed us, giving that this is some kind of wave 1, most probable. This I labeled as primary 1. This was really hard to count, to be honest. This 1, 2 was placed here, and it had super small pullback, entailing the same thing we had here with the primary 1, 2. Just something to keep in mind, that they had, or at least this count has some kind of similarities with that one. Just one degree lower. 1, 2 here. Also this price action is definitely something not really good looking, and had to place some kind of weird WX patterns here to be able to fit this count even in. 1, 2 here again, 3, 4 and 5. Let's see, highest RSI reading around here, peak for the 5th. On this high here we get divergence between them, giving us a signal again that a change of direction might be happening, as it did. Now coming down again to the next part, this is assuming that the wave 2 is in and wave 2 is done. If it is not, then there is definitely scenarios that there is more waves down to come. This could easily be established with this as being WXY, having this correctively climb higher, most likely not breaking this high here at $339, giving us a Z wave, X wave before the Z wave, creating this large WXYXZ pattern, but that is not common, and still this could be the low for now for the primary two. This price action here is really choppy. We would need to dive into deeper in really small scale to see any wave structure. We had some kind of nested patterns here and super sharp edges down here, and we can't even really see the wave fours, but most likely this is some kind of zigzag pattern into W. At least that's what I labeled it. Here we got another flat pattern into the X wave here, and this should be minor. Oops. Yep, minor. Fix that for now. And then again the WXY bringing us to the wave 2. Yeah, now we can again see the volume. Is that giving us anything? We can see that overall volume has been still coming down and still is, even that we're correcting higher, meaning that this might not be over until we get some higher levels of volume. Now this spike here gave us some kind of hope. I guess this is the highest amount of volume we've had since November, but again that was still corrective parts of the price action. Now let's dive into, let's see if you can find something with the 2 hours. So this is the bullish scenario that I could find, and this would be the case where I would say that this is not impulsive looking. It could be a motive wave creating some kind of diagonal pattern heading higher, and the invalidation for this count would be here at $165, just below this wave 2. Why I'm placing the one here? Well, I can't see any 5-wave structures at all here. The first wave even looks like a 3-wave structure, looks like a 5-3-5, a zigzag, and then some kind of 3-wave action into B, and this last leg looks super impulsive and couldn't even find proper waves to describe it. Maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4 with the extended 5th. There's not really much to see here. This could definitely be start of a corrective pattern as well, being ABC, then some kind of zigzag pattern down and now climbing higher correctively. But again, there was some kind of bearish divergence already happening with this peak here and the current price action. Again, there's not too much to see on this current price action. I wouldn't be trading this unless I see some kind of this kind of pattern that could be seen as ABC, and C wave would be something that I would possibly trade. Again, price most likely is coming down a bit. We're seeing this larger time frame bearish divergence. Let's see if there's some local info here. We see RSI is really high here, but locally there's really no divergence, at least to me. Maybe there is actually just slight. yeah, these have been weeks, so let's go into smaller time frame again. Yeah, this you see these weeks are not really giving us anything but a sell pressure here. Wouldn't really want to touch that, to be honest. It looks bearish to me overall anyway, even though the highest RSI reading is here at the moment, but locally it doesn't show divergence and it could be higher going. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to share with you, and that's the price history, how we got to this point in time and how I would label this Elliott Wave wise. If you have another coin you would like me to analyze, let me know down in the comment section below, and for now I thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.